What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video on Dragon City. What we have here is Social Point, Apple, and WWF are working together to protect life on our planet. Support WWF by playing the Panda Island and earn 6 new dragons. So let's go on in here and check out the new dragon. A lot of apps are participating in this event. Essentially, now until April 24th, what is happening is whatever you buy in the game is going to go directly towards their mission. Alright, so let's go on over here. So there's some new dragons and stuff like that. Let's close this thing. And what we have here, it looks like they recolored the one of the other dragons. I do remember they have a red hot chili pepper one. And then there's this dragon, sustainable dragon. There's this dragon, the deep sea dragon. We'll go over it a bit more. I'm just going over it really quickly right now because I want to see what it is. You know, I can't wait. Alright, so let's start off. So this dragon, one of the biggest threats to biodiversity and the ecosystem is where and how we produce food. Alright, this dragon is here to alert the world about this element of flame and element of plant. Essentially, you notice the flaming flamethrower. Sustainable dragon by making small changes in the way we eat or use energy, we can begin to ease the pressure on our natural resources. This is the message that the sustainable dragon wants to convey. Element of earth, sea, and plant. Yeah, the perfect elements, in fact. Deep sea dragon. Oceans contain the greatest diversity of life on the planet. Alright, from microscopic plankton to blue whales and the deep sea dragon, who loves to go for a swim and admires the species that surrounds him. Element of ice, water, and nature. Notice that thing. This dragon has this sort of watery aura. Let's get that in there. Or I guess bubbles, rather. And then we have the leaf dragon. This one is really cool. I like this one. Look at it. Isn't that beautiful? And he eats a leaf again. Alright, so the largest land mammal on Earth, the African elephant, weighs up to 8 tons. The leaf dragon, on the other hand, is one of the lightest creatures, and it can even be moved by the wind. Alright, element of plant, terra, which is earth, and pure. Rarity of the dragon is epic. I like this dragon. This dragon has this really purpley design to it. I've never seen a dragon like that before. Well, except in another game. In Dragon City, anyways. Alright, fresh water provides water for drinking. Alright, some other stuff. Element of legend. Legendary element, sea, and alright, so that's good. That's really good. That's really, really good. We have finally gotten a legendary element dragon back. So legendary, water, and plant. Let's go on over here. Another legend, nature, and light. So this dragon turns into... Oh, this dragon's a bull! Oh my god! Alright. How long do we have to get these dragons? 10 days. 10 days. Ah, yeah, that's the 24th. Alright, so that's the end of the event. So playing this event will support the causes of WWF in protecting wildlife and stuff like that. Alright, let's get back out of here. Well, in the environment, of course. By collecting gold, by feeding your dragons, by completing the quest. Alright, let's complete the quest. Let's do this. And let's go over here. Ta-da! The mirror dragon. And I guess we're gonna fight the enemy. Dun 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 dun. The Panda Island. Really cool island. We gotta check out the design. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Here's the Panda Island. Wow! That is so adorable. Notice the wind power, the solar panels. And the mountain. And the water. Alright, that you don't miss the water. So you have wind power, water power, sun power. That's awesome. Alright, let's get over here. Let's collect money now. So we can get our seashells. Whoops. Alright, let's go back out of there. I like how we're on this device. It loads so quickly, which is nice. Yeah, we're out of seashells. Alright, so that means I'm going to have to feed some dragons to get whatever I need to get. Do we get our stuff? Oh, we got all of them. That's great. Alright then, we got all of them. I will just put in 3 gems to do that. And we will do this. We'll collect some more of this. I'm glad. I mean, we got our first dragon. You know, that was easy. That was good. Thank you. Social point. Thank you. Alright, let's go over here. The Panda Island. Wow, we collected 12 gold already. This is good. I like this. So be sure to get on into game if you haven't seen this new update. Because when I woke up, I'm like, hey, our icon changed. It turned green, which is pretty funny. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's feed our dragons now. Let's get this thing up. Alright. Just doing some quests here. Let's feed this dragon then. Oh my god, this dragon reminds me of another game. Really, really cool event. Gotta say that we got 8 already. That's nice. Can we get any more? No, I think we're done. We're done. If you continue to feed and you notice you can't get any more, that means you can't get any more. Anyways, this is the Panda Island in Dragon City. Amazing looking island and really funny looking island, actually. I love the panda. I mean, it's just so cute. Well, it's not funny. It's cute. Alright, so it's a really cute island with the panda here. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Your entire, playing this Panda Island, you're supporting a really good cause, and we might pick up some gems as well. Anyways, that is about it for this video. That is Dragon City, the Panda Island, as well as all the dragons in this island.